Woj and Dave McMenamin reporting that earlier this week, team president Magic Johnson, quote, admonished coach Luke Walton with, quote, aggressive tones for the team's slow start. The Lakers were 2-5 at that point. Now they have won a game since then. That win did come in the final seconds. They almost gave away a significant lead. And ESPN's reporting says that Magic's, quote, cutting appraisal elevated awareness among the coaching staff that the pressure to turn things around is intense and that evidence is mounting that Luke's job security depends on it. Check out this photo posted by our Dave McMenamin of Rob Pelinka talking to Luke moments ago at practice. And here is Luke speaking to the media. Roll it.
Do you feel like you have job security?
I feel like I'm coming down here to do my job and coach, and I don't feel like I'm going anywhere now.
That's a rough question.
Yeah, do you have job security? That's like pretty much, you gonna get fired?
What did you say when you saw Luke's face on screen?
He looks like he's tired. He's had a lot of sleepless nights. and that's normally what happens in this league when you're trying to figure out how to win basketball games. You got to watch a lot of tape.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's like that president's aged photo. Do you think that this is even fair for Luke at this point? This 7 games into the season, or what are we? 8 games into the season?
Absolutely not, because when you look at the games they lost, so they say, the last one they won, it was close at the end. Well, so are the 2 San Antonio games, and so is the Minnesota game. So it's not like they're getting run out of the gym and they look terrible. They're losing these games kind of like on the margins. And so what we know is usually that is kind of like going to even out at some point, that the close games are much more aligned with chance than they are you're good or you're terrible. The other thing is you had guys who were suspended. They've had to kind of juggle lineups to try and figure this thing out, not just because it's a new team, a new collection of players, but also 2 of your main guys weren't available for half the games. So I don't know. I just, unless you already walked into this year thinking to yourself, I can't wait to get rid of this dude. Well, I don't know why anyone would start talking about this.
I think the whole situation is, if you look at the games that they've played already, they probably should be better than 500 right now. Because those teams that they played, Houston, who beat them, was not healthy. They had guys that weren't there. And so I think the schedule at this point would have allowed them to win some games that they probably shouldn't have won. And when you're talking about the West and you're trying to get in the playoffs, you got to win those games now.
It get late early thing.
Because those games will catch up.
Luke also in those comments just now said, hey, I have those meetings with Magic and management all the time, and we knew that stories like this would come out. We always see this with LeBron when he comes to a team and people are concerned, can the coach stand up to it? Is he in the hot seat? Luke said, this is the first one. Let's see how we weather it. How do you think Luke Walton's going to weather this, Scottie?
Well, it's a situation where he has to start winning games, and that's how you're going to weather this. The players have to really put themselves forward and start to play better basketball, because ultimately that fixes everything, is winning basketball games. So we're going to see how good his coaching is right now, but I think the relationship between him and LeBron has to be more publicly, that it is a good relationship and that they can win together.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron has talked yet today after practice. We'll have to see if he comes out and, as Scottie said at the top of the show, makes an explicit statement of support for Walton, or just sort of says, we'll see, we have to play better. So it's going to be interesting.